Hi again, YouTubers. So it is that time to sit down and do a video on my top 5 favorite foundations. I used to do these all the time, but with reviews getting backed up because of the vlogs, I stopped doing them and I forgot about them. And someone mentioned it to me and I was like, what a great idea to bring them back. So I'm going to talk to you about 5 foundations that are my favorite foundations for the spring going into summertime. And one that used to be a favorite that's kind of changed, and I'll explain why. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the one that I have on today, and it is the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. Oil-free, instant blend pigment technology. This is what it looks like. I have in 2 different colors, medium on this side and light on this side, or fawn is actually the name on this one. And these are $28 and they do come in 10 different colors. So that doesn't sound like a whole lot of colors, but the good side about these that's kind of similar to other foundations is you can mix them together. You can do a spray of one, a spray of the other, kind of mix it in. So for me, medium is perfect for right now, and fawn is much better in that like winter, kind of just starting to get a little bit of color time frame. I actually used this recently in my Face of the Month video, so if you're interested in how I apply it, you can definitely go check that out. But it's a really, really great foundation. Stays well. I am oily combination skin tone, and in the summertime, I have a lot of oil breakthrough. So that one stays really, really well. Funny part is how I remembered and heard about it was Stassi Schroeder, who's on Vanderpump Rules. I was listening to one of her podcasts, and she thought this was going to be discontinued, which I've heard it is not. So crush your fingers it isn't, because it is awesome. And it's way cheaper than the Dior Air Flash. Same results, but way, way, way cheaper. So why wouldn't you go with the Sephora one? So definitely a great item to give a try if you want that airbrush, very natural looking coverage, but still something that's really going to stay well on your skin. Next thing I'm going to talk about is one that has been a favorite. I wore it almost all of last summer, and I wore it throughout the winter. It's very rare that I have a foundation that kind of crosses through for both consistently, but this one definitely is. It is the Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk UV Foundation Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 20. It is $62. I have the color 5.5. It comes in a glass jar with a pump. My pump's a little dirty. Very pretty packaging. So easy to apply, beautiful. I have used this in so many videos, I can't even tell you. It is just an all-time favorite summer foundation for me. Now you would think hearing lasting or luminous silk that it would be just oily or not work well with me. And I have the lasting silk as well, but the luminous silk for some reason in the summertime just looks flawless, and I absolutely love it. And this is one that has carried over through the winter as well. I do wear it in the winter, and it is just a really, really great foundation. It is expensive. Now, Sephora only has 9 colors on their Sephora website. However, if you go to, like, I think it's Neiman Marcus or Saks Fifth Avenue that both carry them, there is a wide, wide range of colors, way more than 9 colors in this. So if you are interested in trying this, another thing I would suggest with this line is go get color matched. This is a really hard line to figure out what color you are online. So just keep that in mind. Next thing I'm going to talk about is from Guerlain, and I got this, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. I have 2 colors in this as well, and it is the Guerlain Terracotta Jolie Tint Beautifying Foundation with Sunscreen, Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow, Broad Spectrum SPF 20. I have 2 colors in light and natural. This is the light, this is the natural, not that you can tell by looking at them. It comes in a, almost like squeeze tube with a pump at the top. It is $54. You can buy it at Sephora, Nordstrom's, all different kinds of places. I tend to get mine at Sephora. They only have 5 colors in this, which can be a little bit difficult, but the key with this, I have a full review on this. Actually, I have a full review on a couple of these, so if I do, I will post that below or here somewhere. But the key with this is it says it is a sun-kissed healthy glow, and it is very, very, very hard to explain what that means, but essentially it actually gives you a very healthy bronzed look to your skin, not an oxidized like orange look, which was my first thought when I heard that it was gonna like give you more of a sun-kissed look. I thought, okay, this is just gonna look orange on me, and it does not. And I actually a lot of times use the light color in the summer even, which is shocking. because of that extra tint to it. So be very aware of that if you go to try this out. The next thing I'm going to talk about is from Burberry, and this is one of my more recent items. I will say as well, this is one that I don't grab for that often in the winter. I just don't think of it. Plus the way it kind of gives you that more bronze look doesn't always work for me in the winter time. Sorry about that. So the next item I'm going to talk about is from Burberry, and it is a more recent purchase. It is the Cashmere Long Lasting Flawless Matte Foundation. I have it in the color Warm Nude number 34. Comes in a plastic container. Very nice pump, very nice packaging, really well put together. It is $52 on Sephora's website. You can also purchase this at Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, Saks, those type of places. Anywhere that carries Burberry's makeup line. They have 14 different colors in their line on Sephora's site, which I was pretty impressed with. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a pretty good option as far as colors. That foundation, I used it in one of my recent Get Ready With Me videos, and I've loved it ever since. It is just an awesome, awesome, awesome foundation. Really love it. Stays great. I will say, I should probably back up a little bit. The Guerlain Terracotta one has a good staying power. It is more something that I tend to put on if I'm going to go out just during the day for some shopping or at night to a dinner. It's not particularly one that I tend to wear from morning till night in the summertime. It doesn't break down or have any issues with staying power. It just tends to, I feel like, need more powder and more touch-ups. The Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk, I wear that almost always when I am just going out at night for something like that, because it is more expensive. It is gorgeous on, but it's just one of those things that I like to save it for something I'm going out and doing. Now the Burberry is a good in-between. It is something more along the lines of the terracotta that I would wear throughout the day, possibly into the night. It does not, I don't feel like, need as many touch-ups as the terracotta, but it is just a gorgeous, beautiful matte finish, but it has a nice healthy glow to it. It doesn't look like it has a satin finish. It doesn't look oily. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous finish, but it's not that flat matte either that can be a little bit chalky looking. It is absolutely gorgeous. The last item that I'm going to talk about that I love, and this is kind of a newer one, I love the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I do have the original ones, and then I also now have the Illuminator one and the bronzer one I bought as well. It smells like lemons. It's great for all skin types. It is just really awesome. The Illuminator one I personally like, but I've heard a lot of people say it has a lot of reflective properties and a little bit of an undertone to sparkle. So we've had a lot of rain here lately since I bought it. So I'm gonna have to try this one day when it gets really sunny and see if it really does have that sparkle to it and if I should go back to the original one. But I've really been enjoying this. So this is really awesome. This tends to be what I put on in the spring and summertime if I am just going out running errands, if I'm going to the grocery store, if I just want to throw something on to go to the beach, to the pool, to anything, because it has an SPF of 50 in it. Now, I continue to apply SPF over this, but I love the fact that this has that great coverage right away, and it just has nice finish. It has good coverage to you, but it also gives you that SPF factor that you would need just to block your skin from any of those bad things you don't want to harm. It is really a go-to favorite. It is very similar to the terracotta. It is a squeeze tube with the pump to it. All of them are like that. I am really enjoying this, and I'm enjoying the bronzer one. I'll have to do a separate review on that. I actually recently, my most recent Get Ready With Me video is the one where I used this illuminating one and the bronzer one, so you can check that out too. Last thing I'm going to talk about, a foundation that since I started my YouTube channel has been a summer go-to staple, must-have item for me. And last year it fell to the wayside and I went to my CC creams because this just changed. And it is the Shiseido UV Protection Liquid Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 42. Medium beige was my color. This is an old one. There's nothing left in this, but I kept it to show you guys this squeeze tube. They still make this. This is exactly what it still looks like. However, last year, before the summer started, they changed the color range. Like this is, it used to be SP like 60, I think was the number I had. Then they got now they have like medium beige, medium ochre, medium something, like all these different colors, and none of them match the color that I used to have. So that has been my biggest problem with this, is I just can't get the color I need in this. I needed an SP60, but the medium beige is too orange tone, the medium ochre is too yellow undertoned. They don't work. I tried mixing them. It just, this, if you have followed my videos for years, was a favorite, was the only thing I used for many, many, many years in the summertime. And last year it took a back seat. And so this year, I don't think I'm gonna give it another try. I just happen to have this in case I needed to remember the name of the color that worked the best for me last year. But I have other items I just really like better. Why should I go back to buying this? So kind of bummed about that, because that one was always a go-to favorite for this time of year. So I hope you guys found this little top 5 favorite foundations helpful coming into the spring and summertime. Please let me know if you have questions on any of these you saw here. I have reviews on any of these items. I will post them below. I think the 2 I don't are these 2. And obviously the illumination version of this, I have a review of the regular one. And that is everything. So let's see here what I am wearing on my face. I have on the Becca Backlit Primer, the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. Then I have on the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illuminator, the brightening one, in medium. I have on the Sephora Pro Airbrush, or no, Sephora Airbrush. I'm used to saying Pro brushes. The Sephora Airbrush Foundation in medium. Lancome Waterproof Concealer under my eyes. Besame Translucent Vanilla Powder to set under the eyes. Chanel Bronze Universal. IT Cosmetics, or no, where did I go with that? Becca Burnished Copper, I think it is, or Blush Copper Blush. IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Powder to set everywhere. On my eyes is, let's see here, Dolce & Gabbana Mono Cream Nude with the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Taupe. And then the Kat Von D Shade and Light Rust to the 4 palette. Anastasia Brow Wiz in Caramel, or Brow Definer in Caramel. Marc Jacobs Fine Liner on the waterline on the top. I have on some Ardell Demi Wispies. On my lips is Milani Nude, something nude. I used it in my Get Ready With Me video, or my Face of the Month video this week. This whole look is from that. I did it earlier today. Milani Lip Liner in something nude. Buxom Wildly Whipped Liquid Lipstick in Centerfold, and then Buxom White Russian on top of it. I have on my, I just went blank on the name of this wrap. It's a wrap bracelet. It's 3 of them. I have on my stackable rings, my David Yurman, my regular ones. This thing in the summertime, I have one in silver and one in gold. It is called the Essential Fringe, and it is one of those necklaces. You can throw it on with any type of just t-shirt, and it dresses it up, and it's super cheap. It's like $39, I think. So this is a awesome summer find. I wear a lot of silver as it gets into spring and summer too, versus yellow gold. So that is everything. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, and as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye.